Hey guys, gals, everyone. Yeah, it's been quite the day, and have taken a little bit of time to watch some videos, and I see that it's been requested of me to do some psychedelic music, but that'll come in a second. Um, what's hot right now is the continuation of the funk, jazz, soul, black music, dare I say it, okay? So I thought to myself, it hasn't been a central focus of my collecting, and yet as I started to look into my collection to see, well, what have I got? Um, uh, well, it's what I am, directly as far as my, most direct culture, ethnicity. And so let me show some records, and I'm going to start with my Stevie Wonder, but even before that, I'll show you what I'm listening to, because good black music, it's going to be a cross of soul, jazz, funk. I really don't care for gospel, so you won't be seeing any gospel here, Really has to do with my childhood. Just really got burned on that music, real burned bad. No gospel. Ronnie Foster, On the Avenue. I'll say it, childhood trauma is deep. And it doesn't go anywhere. That's what the problem is. Okay, here's Stevie Wonder. Everyone knows he's a master musician in the history of music. Let's take away genres and just talk about one of the greatest musicians of all time, Stevie Wonder. Down to earth. Love me some Stevie Wonder. Stevie Wonder, My Cherie Amour. Love this album. Angie Girl, the song off of here. Love it. Yeah, I need Blake Sleeves bad. Where I'm Coming From. Bought this one, as a cutout, and kept the stencil, popped the stenciled letters out, kept them forever, and I lost them somewhere, so I've never seen it. Ooh, okay, there we go. Great, this is a very cool early concept album. Greatest Hits, Volume 2. Fulfillingness's first finale. My collection has holes in it. Hotter Than July. Ronnie Foster's a bad mother, as you can hear. Intervisions. Yes, this has been spoken about, and that says it. Songs in the Key of Life. It's complete with the 45 and everything. There. The booklet. Oh yeah, the big booklet. Yeah, I have the 45 too. It might be, like I said, I've been in the habit for a while of separating The Secret Life of Plants, the incomparable Stevie Wonder, in Square Circle. That's what I got by Stevie Wonder. Now I got a bunch, and I don't want to be on here real long because I want to watch this and get back to the Pleasure, man. I got out this one and break this up. Great funk band. You guys know this band, it's like, and I'll tell you what, Astral Traveler is definitely the leader, with his white black ass. Special Things. Chris 4127 Basket, you probably know this too. Big Star, do you know Pleasure? This is right up your alley, brother. Excuse me. Pleasure, I'm going to open this one up too. Accept No Substitutes. Pleasure. These guys rock, or yeah, funk rocks. You know what I mean? That's an appropriate term to use. Big Stack of Brothers, you know what I'm saying? Making a mean sound. Soundtrack, an amazing movie, and the soundtrack as well. Sweet Sweetback's badass song. Talk about a controversial movie when it came out. It's like, what is he? Melvin Ben Peebles is pushing all the buttons and talking about shit, man. And yeah, this is a wild soundtrack. This is an original, no reissue here. Okay, now I have to play this, but last time I played it, and it's beat, and it's hard to find. I'd love to get a better copy, but Sweet Apple. This band is led by this cat here from Omaha, Hoshel Wright. And my family knows him. I know him not well personally. You know, a lot of the brothers, just to me, were just... I'm going to diss my people, but I am going to say that there are a lot of parts about American, black life that just really have been harsh, and I don't want no part of that, and it seems to be part of the culture, and that comes out when I think about this. But this is one of my home people, Hoshel Wright, Sweet Apple. Y'all got this album, don't you? I just think this is okay. I really need to listen to it. And the record's okay, but the cover's really water damaged. Got this out on Columbia. I'd shown this before, but I haven't seen anyone else show it yet. Force of Nature. Now this is not super dance funky like the Foster we're hearing now. But it's not slick. This is kind of different. Really good though. Force of Nature, Astral Traveler, talk to me. Seriously, man, this, black music really well. I gotta give it to you, man. And Big Star 1000 too. Chris Basket. Geez, you guys are blowing my shit away. Gotta give some props to Jim down in Memphis. Johnny Taylor, Stacks. Yeah, Johnny Taylor is one of my favorites. William Bell I like also, but I just have some 45s. I do. This music is in my blood, folks, but what I'm trying to collect, I've always been trying to get, what I consider, identifying me, kind of setting me apart from. For me, this is mainstream. This is what I grew up in. You know what I'm saying? I was setting myself apart, and yet here it is because it's integral to my life. You know what I'm saying? Wicked Mr. Wilson Pickett. What a voice. The man would kick your ass singing. I don't have Express Yourself, but the Charles Wright and the Watts 103rd Street Rhythm Band, You're So Beautiful. The one that you have, Express Yourself, is definitely one that I'm lacking and definitely need to get on vinyl. Because, I can cop the tracks right now. And I have the 45s from that Express Yourself. This one I just have. This is, I need to come back to because I don't think this one's all that hot compared to the one I just showed and Express Yourself. But again, Hot Heat and Sweet Groove is essential listening when it comes to soul and black music. Okay, back in the day when it was time to get the groove at the party going and get some grinding going, what did you play? Delphonics. Am I lying? My sister knows. My brothers know. Delphonics, Sound of Sexy Soul. They ain't kidding. Didn't I blow your mind this time? Ready or Not, Here I Come. Somebody Loves You. La 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 Means I Love You. This is the music of my life, of my youth. Got to have some James Brown soul classics, Ringwear, because these are my records. Look, Had it since I was a teen. Okay, you know? Yeah. Soul classics. Payback. We ain't bullshitting around. Payback is a Stone Jam, no? Payback. I may not have super obscure stuff to show, but I got shit to show because this is the shit. Yeah, you're right, man. How can you deny soul music? Just like when Astro Trapper was playing the cuts when you were playing them and grooving, man, it transports you to another place. Hallelujah, music, all music. But we're on the soul tip right now. It's a mama. This is a funky ass. Come on now. I'm thinking about Lazarus too. I love how you say that, Lazarus, when you were talking about Testament. Come on now. This is good. Listen, feel it, brother. No shit. Testament are bad motherfuckers. Sidebar. See, it's all good to me. Always all good. James Brown. Mother Popcorn? Damn. I know I've shown this before because this is an album that changed my life, okay? You want to talk about an early album that changed my life? James Brown getting off his black ass and saying this, say it loud, I'm black and I'm proud. When he said it, how he said it, the way things were coming along and breaking, this was so important to the entire community in this country to bust out and say these words. You know, we had been brought up thinking we motherfucking monkeys, you know what I'm saying? Say it loud, we're fucking people. So this record changed my life, Mr. Fartboy 79. I can still answer your thread, but here's the answer. Okay, I'm going to keep going. A woman that stole my heart as a little boy and with her voice, and it's the same now, Dionne Warwick. Make way for Dionne. Dionne Warwick. I don't know if you knew, Stephanie, how much Dionne Warwick. I had such a crush on her. And Elizabeth Montgomery from Bewitched. They just both come to mind. Oh, this woman is so good. House is Not a Home. People with Burt Bacharach. I mean, you know, okay, Dionne Warwick singing Burt Bacharach. It's damn near perfection. This is Beat, but it's an original on Scepter Records. Now, this is something I picked up that I need to get back to. They had some kind of minor radio. It wasn't a hit, but you know, it made the lower reaches at the top 40. Glass Bottle on the Avco Embassy label. That's one I forgot to pull. I wanted to pull Stylistics. Stylistics are on Avco Embassy, but this is one that, you know, is probably trying to cross over, you know what I'm saying? But it's probably soul. I need to listen to it. Can't remember. It's a good feeling, this music. Fuzzy Haskins from Funkadelic. Solo album. Whole nother thing, y'all. It's beat, but this is really good. We rescued this pretty much from the trash, actually. We need to play this, but it's on Westbound. You know, he was in Funkadelic. I remember this. This is good. Another I've shown before, but if you don't know Slave, and I'd like to find more of their albums. The Concept, Slave, funky shit, totally funky shit. On the Cotillion label. Again, one I've showed in the past, one of my favorites, Jerry Butler, Ice on Ice. I love this man's voice. One of the original impressions. Ice on Ice, this is a bad mother album. Thank you, Astro Traveler, for hooking me up with some Curtis Mayfield, Short Eyes. This is the taste. This is the shiz. Back to the World, one of my favorite Curtis Mayfields. Back to the World. Monster. 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 Monster album. Back to the World. This is a bomb of an album. Curtis Mayfield lays it down, and some of this album, musically and word-wise, just, it's as relevant at this moment now as when he wrote it. It's exactly, man. Okay, we've been getting some props to Roberta Flack and Donny Hathaway. Let me jump that. Yeah, you can't go nowhere without talking about Roberta Flack and then Donny Hathaway. Larger than life. Yeah, you said it. I gotta pop this one for a Blake coming up quick. This is a magical album. Chapter 2, Roberta Flack. Stop me in my tracks just looking at her before she even opens her damn mouth. Yeah, this gets Blaked up real fast. Donny Hathaway, Extensions of a Man. God rest him. Donny Hathaway's first solo album. Giving up. I can't sing like him, but whoa. What a man. What a talent. Vocalist, pianist, organist, writer, arranger. He was something else. Mentally ill, unfortunately, committed suicide. We just heard, I think it was Jimmy talking about this, without a doubt. This has been Blaked, as you see. Hot-buttered soul now, God dog you. Isaac Hayes. Make me act a little silly. This is so damn good. You know what I gotta find is those old remember those David Porter albums that we used to have, Stephanie? His writing partner, David Porter, and Isaac Hayes, he had a solo album that I ripped off, actually. That's how I got it. Yeah, we used to shoplift when we were kids, didn't some of y'all? Isaac Hayes, to be continued. I remember when my sister bought this, and this is an import on UK Stacks. Matter of fact, this is so creamy. I got to open this baby up and show it off. Isaac Hayes was so far ahead of the time. I need to glue it too. The things he was doing with rap and arrangements. Look at that beautiful Stacks. Yeah, I'm sending out the big time solidarity vibes to everybody tonight. Everybody, solidarity. This, we are one. This music is, roots. I've done a lot of growing, and I continue to do a lot of growing over there. Said some stupid things, I'm continually the spaceman, but I will not deny, the roots of this wonderful planet and music, and this is what we're talking about here. Excuse me. Country, gospel, soul, blues, jazz, all of it. Respect. I know. I love. This one is not complete. If you have a complete one, the inside pulls out and it folds out like a big cross, but I don't have that. But Black Moses, I got both the albums. This is quite an album. Indeed. Just going to turn the Ronnie over. My copy's just a little beat. And then, of course, I'm going to have some Isaac Hayes. I got to have Shaft. Shut your mouth. A guitar player and singer that you should know more about. I mean, you've all heard. Yeah, you do know. Philip Church with, what's his name? Tennessee Stevens. It's a rather interesting and slightly controversial worthy cover, wouldn't you say? I think it's kind of bold because it's not that, and yet because of human nature, doesn't it kind of make you think something? Doesn't it? Look at that. This is a really sweet album. Who else is playing on this? Me and Mr. Armchair Psychologist, but I'm not an armchair psychologist. Oh yeah. This has got Eric Gale on it, Steve Gadd, David Sanborn, Bob James, Real solid. Okay. Ain't heard nobody talk. Has someone? Maybe I missed it. Oh yeah. Okay. Teddy, you've talked about Johnny Guitar Watson, haven't you? Because once again, here's somebody who's just so good, you can't deny him. Johnny Guitar Watson. Ain't that a bitch? This is one of those don't mess around kind of records. This is the real deal. This is some total tight ass inner city music. Okay. Here's another term I'm going to use talking about the real deal. Some soul, funk, jazz, funk. Inner city music, you know what I'm saying? Gritty life. Because you got your rural funk too, and you got your New Orleans funk and all that. And that rural stuff is a little harder for me to get into, which is kind of what the Crusaders thing kind of reminds me of. I know that's good in of itself, but that's a whole line that's just really hard for me to listen to. Okay, last for this one is Grover Washington Jr. live at the Bijou. Got to have some Grover, y'all. We're not messing around. And this is just, again, as I look at it and think about what I forgot to pull, I'm scratching my surface here. I'm not showing everything. Wow, I'm happy, too, because I was thinking, it's my nature. It is my humble nature thing. Easy Meth is showing me up all these records. I ain't got none of this stuff. It's just that part. You know what I'm saying? Which is fun, but it's also the real part of it. Sharing, collecting, and wanting to have everything. But then turning and looking because you forget. And it's like, shit, I got a ton of the black music and soul, whatever you want to call it. And there was a whole lot that I said, oh, this doesn't fit that I'd got. You know what I'm saying? That, if I were to do it, I'd be stretching this bitch. You know what I'm saying? Pardon my street term. If we're just going to just talk about black music, which to a degree, this is what we're talking about, is black music. Last thing I'll show is this Grover Washington box set. Soul Box. Kudu. Kudu was a really cool label that I think was associated or started by Creed Taylor, the same guy behind CTI and Impulse originally. Yep. And again, he had this whole idea of uniformity. Everything's going to, follow, a certain format. The insert. This is how many albums? 3? Yeah, it's 3 record set. No, this is 2, just 2. But look at that wonderful Kudu label with the printed sleeves. So, thankfully, I could go on. Even as I'm sitting here and putting this away, I'm realizing even more and more records. And then we haven't even talked about CDs. Now, if we were going to talk CDs, I got that shit covered, man. I got all kinds of black music. I got some stuff. I got Madonna on CD. Y'all don't know what I got here. I got that shit. And Madonna's not black, but I'm saying that just, because Madonna's beats are, when she, in the early days, she was working with the Cats, man. That shit's funky. That's R&B. Okay, I'm going on because, again, it's exciting. I just love music. Thank everyone for everything.